Hi guys, I would like to share with you an issue I had with the transmission. Fresh rebuilt. I rebuilt myself a transmission from a Jeep Cherokee. It was a A518 46RE, and here you can see the valve body from the transmission. So, well, this applies also to the 47RE and 48RE, and I believe also to the 42RE. So the issue I had was low pressure on governor circuit, and as you may know, the governor circuit control the upshift of 1 to 2 and 2 to 3 only. So I rebuilt completely this transmission with a kit, as you can find on the internet, on the web. I rebuilt completely this valve body with new components, and after reinstalling everything, I had the reverse running fine, I had the drive working fine, but I had no upshift at all on the Jeep Cherokee. This is a 98 Jeep Grand Cherokee. So of course, first thing I was thinking about low pressure on the governor circuit was the, let's see, the governor solenoid maybe was broken, or I don't know. So I changed the first thing, of course, I changed the governor pressure solenoid by Borg Warner. This is a good recommendation. This one gives a better improvement for the transmission and for the upshift. So of course I changed the governor pressure solenoid by this one, and I had the same issue. Same issue means low pressure in the circuit, so no upshift at all, whatever the speed. And how could I know the pressure I had in the circuit? Very simple. I had two options. Well, I used the two options. First one with a scanner. I'll use a Snap-on Virus scanner, and you can read the pressure on the scanner thanks to this solenoid. This is the governor sensor solenoid. This one measures the pressure inside the circuit and the temperature. Otherwise, you can use gauge pressure installed on the governor port on the transmission. And what was very strange at the beginning is that on the scanner I had up to 15 psi in the circuit, in the governor pressure circuit. 15 was the maximum I had, while on the pressure gauge I had 0 all the time. And of course that was something very strange. So well, I think also you may know that the pressure in the governor circuit should be 1 psi per miles per hour. So for 60, for example, for 60 miles per hour, you should have 60 psi in the governor circuit, and I had 15 at the maximum. And 15 psi in the governor circuit is not enough to get the upshift from 1 to 2, and then after from 2 to 3. So let's see what I did, and I think it should help many people with this issue. It's a frequent issue on the circuit, but okay, let's see. So I will show you something inside. Okay, so just remove the connectors. Okay. So here, this is the governor valve body. You have the inlet coming from the line pressure. So line pressure is going in there, then into the governor pressure solenoid, and here you have a groove. Here, right there, you have a groove. This is the outlet of the governor pressure. So you have the pressure controlling the upshift going there, and here you have the pressure, the governor sensor to measure the temperature and pressure. So inlet is there, outlet is there. Very important. Okay, so this is the Borg-Warner governor pressure solenoid. Okay, so I wanted to understand how it works, because there were no explanation why I had 15 psi maximum in the measured by the sensor and 0 at the gauge pressure. So let's see something. You remember that inlet, outlet. Okay, inlet, outlet. So if you have a look, you will see that outlet of the governor pressure is there, inlet is there. Inlet, no problem. I put gauge pressure on the accumulator port and all the other ports, and I had a good pressure from the pump, so line pressure was not an issue. The pressure was perfect, and anyway, as I have reverse and drive working fine, line pressure is not an issue. Oil pump is not an issue. So let's focus on the outlet of the governor circuit, and this is the outlet. So if you follow this hole here, this one, okay, it goes, it's not this one, no? It goes into the valve body, into some grooves, and it will go until there. So this hole is very important, because this hole is connected to the governor ports of the transmission. And then after, the circuit continues inside the valve body and goes right there, and right there you have, maybe you can see right there on the, yeah, on the scheme. So in black, maybe you can see that, yes. In black, this is line pressure, inlet. In yellow, highlighted, this is the outlet of the governor pressure, and it goes only to the 2-3 shift valve, 1-2 shift valve. It goes also to the limit valve, and it goes to the shuttle valve, and that's it. And that's it. So this circuit is supposed to follow the miles per hour, and I had only 15 psi measured by the sensor, and 0 at the gauge pressure. But why? This was my my big concern, and so following this circuit, so what I did to make sure that the circuit in yellow I show you was okay, I inject air pressure into this hole. I will show you that, to make sure that I have no leak in the valve body. So to do that, there is something I had to do. Is there, just to insulate the outlet, because the air pressure will go there, and then will go through the governor pressure will go out through the inlet. So this one I need to isolate just to make sure I have no leak from there. Very simple. Do like this. Put ground pressure. Make sure you hear this noise, this click. Plug this hole to this one. Okay. Use the Torx T25. Okay, so now the only access to my governor circuit is from this hole. Only from this hole. Right there. So let's inject air pressure. Okay. So here I have 90 psi. That's it. It's much enough to test. Here, just press on the plate. You could have as the plate is not tightened to the transmission, you could have a small leak from here. So just tie by your hand and inject air, and you can hear shift valve moving into the valve body without any problem. No leaks. It moves freely, no problem. This you will hear better. That's the leak. Okay, so the valve body is okay. I have no leak in this circuit, and when the valve body is installed in transmission, I have no pressure enough to move the shift valve into the valve body. So of course my next direction was to see what we have from this hole in the transmission, because I was thinking that we have only the governor port, but in reality there is something else, and we will see that under the car. Let's go. Just forgot to mention something very important. If you don't have the right pressure in the governor circuit, at least make sure that you have the correct voltage on the connector. Right there. Coming from the PCM. This is something very important. Make sure you have the voltage. You have enough drawings on the website, sorry. So you can easily know where you have to check your voltage. You have 12 volts, you have 5 volts. The signal coming from the PCM on the governor pressure is a pulsed signal, and the average is used to control the pressure.